Oh, for goodness. Hello? No, I can't come to the gym right now. What do you mean, why? Because I lost my leg. Yes, you don't know that I didn't lose my leg. No, I am not sat here about to eat some Cocoa Pops before they've even come out of the packet. How dare you? Good day. Unbelievable. Right now, or at some point in your life, you have sat down and thought to yourself, I don't really want to go to the gym, so I am going to come up with an excuse in order not to go for the gym. You know who never's done that? You know who the exception to the rule is? Gerald, the fitness mascot, who is indeed wearing his BLC t-shirt, the Big Little Club. Doesn't matter whether you're big, doesn't matter whether you're little. As long as you're going to the gym, you can be in the BLC, and you can buy merch, cheap plug. It should be up there right now. But he never does that, and that's why he's the fitness mascot. He motivates you to go, and that's why I love him. However, this is something that happens to all of us, especially when you want to start going to the gym. You're always looking for things to try and get out of it. So here is the 10 biggest gym excuses and how you can get past it. Number 10 is that you're too tired because, of course, who wants to go and lift heavy things above their head or go, it's me doing cardio, when they're too tired, you have no energy and you'd rather lay on the couch and eat a bunch of crisps and then melt some cheese and bathe in the cheese, because then not only will you smell the cheese, you can eat the cheese. But here's the thing, if you're tired, it likely means that you're not getting enough rest, and it likely means you're not getting enough sleep. So the first thing you've got to do is look at your nighttime routine and ensure that you're getting in a minimum, I know it's hard, but try, of 7 to 8 hours. If you're getting 7 to 8 hours, there is no reason that you're not going to have the energy to go to the gym. And also, if you can believe it, I know it sounds like voodoo, like a magic witch is going to come here and go, when you go to the gym or when you work out, when you do exercise, it can actually promote energy within the body. I know that sounds crazy, but you get an endorphin rush that makes you feel good. You prime your body to be in this kind of situation. So it's like, well, it listens to you. That's what your body does. Your brain goes, oh, I guess they're trying to do something big right now. I will fill them up with the energy reserves they need. You can also look at your diet to help you with this. So you can eat oats, you can eat brown rice, you can eat some kind of chicken wrap, just something that gives you the energy that you need. You wouldn't go to the shop and go, I want that coat. And they go, £72. And you go, well, I don't have any money. I didn't bring anything with me. You bring the money with you. So ensure that when you are planning to work out, you brought the energy with you as well. And you are in control of that. Number 9 is that you're already out of shape. So what the hell you're going to do? But the only way to reverse that is to start going to the gym or to start working out or doing cardio or whatever the hell you want to do. Now, I understand some people that are carrying a lot of extra weight are very intimidated by the gym because their joints hurt, but that's why swimming exists. Swimming is one of the greatest things ever because you can go for a swim and not only does it not put that much pressure on your joints, but it can actually start to heal joints, as can something like yoga. I do DDPY at least 2 times a week, and I was a little bit creaky because I threw myself around a wrestling ring and I've been to the gym for years, and it helped me no end. It's the same kind of shtick that we were talking about a second ago. You got to protect yourself. You got to put yourself first. You got to give yourself some TLC. Also, if you are out of shape and you're doing 0 exercise, then it's really easy to start doing some exercise because you can just go for a walk. Right now here in the UK, we're locked down, but we're still allowed to go for a walk. You can still open your door and just go for a 10-minute stroll. Everybody can go for a 10-minute stroll. And when you get back in, you can pat yourself in the back. You can feel really good and you can say to yourself, well, that's more exercise than I did yesterday. And if you do a 15-minute walk the day after that, all of a sudden, you're not in as bad a shape as you were, so you've already eradicated this excuse. Number 8 is that you don't have time. And to that, I say bullshit. You can get up earlier. You can watch a little bit less TV. As I've just said, you can do 10 minutes. Are you telling me you don't have 10 minutes in a day? If you are so busy that you are working that much and to that much of an extreme, then man, I'll come around and I'll give you a hug because you're absolutely smashing it, but I also know you're a liar, and then I'll report you to the police, and the police will then arrest me because I would have wasted your time. White lies ain't a criminal thing. But everyone can find the time. Honestly, if you want to do half an hour of cardio and you usually get up at 8:30 every single day, and lucky you, I'm up much earlier than that. Not that it makes me any better, I'm just saying, you can get up at 8 o'clock and then all of a sudden you have a magical 30 minutes extra. And do not pretend that you didn't have any energy because you lost 30 minutes of sleep. No one does that. When you start missing 1, 2, 3, 4, then it builds up. But everybody can shave off 30 minutes of sleep, especially if it's for something as positive as going to the gym. So don't have time is not an excuse. Number 7 is that you don't have any money, which I can completely understand. It's going to make it hard to afford a gym membership. But once again, you can go outside. There's loads of stuff you can do outside. You can go for a walk, you can go for a stroll, you can go for a run, you can do some push-ups. There's a bunch of sort of outdoors gyms at the moment. I know they're hard to use, but in general, and also, failing all of that, you can just steal a gym. Number 6 is that you don't understand what to do, and therefore you are too worried about going to the gym. Well, there's a magical thing you can do when you go up to someone and you say, can you help me please? And they'll turn around and go, yes, Pi Joe, I'll help you very much. Because when you ask for advice in a gym environment, we travel back to the 1920s. I'm only kidding, I do know that it can be quite intimidating to do this, but there's other ways and means. The internet is literally right in front of your face right now. You can type in, how do I work out? How do I train? How do I do a bicep curl? How long should I run on a treadmill? What should I do on a treadmill? What kind of incline? You can watch bored a-holes like me. There are a ton of options that you can incorporate into your life to start educating yourself so you know what to do. Because it's the same as anything. If you wanted to learn the piano, you'd get a teacher. If you wanted to go play soccer, somebody would teach you that as well. It's the same with the gym. You don't have to pay for a personal trainer, although you can. They'll absolutely help you out if you can find a good one. There is just a ton of information that you can throw yourself into. Always take a little bit with a pinch of salt, as you would with everything else. You don't just see a headline in a newspaper and go, well, that must be 100% real. And do it with the gym too. Slowly but surely, you will understand, and then no longer will you be a novice. Number 5 is that you're going to be judged. And I always say this, and I will say it again, let's make it very clear. If you go into a gym and somebody is judging you, you are not the asshole, they are the asshole, and you're allowed to walk up to them and kick them right in the testicles. For the record, you're not allowed to do that, but mentally, man, you go for it. But you shouldn't allow these morons to stop you doing something you want to do. For starters, when you do keep going, that guy's going to get bored because they're going to find some other newbie they're going to stare at and be an absolute dickwad. But also, you will feel more comfortable. It's just about you feeling more comfortable because there's every chance you're in the gym and you're the fitness palace of love. You're thinking, oh, everyone's looking at me, but actually they're not. It's just your insecurities, which we all go through. We all have self-confidence problems at one time or another. But you just got to push through it. And I think the best way to do that is just remind yourself that you are allowed to be there. And in fact, it's great if you're there. Even if you are massively overweight and you're massively obese, where else would they expect you to be? You've clearly made a decision. You want to change your life around. And if they can't accept it, again, take your toe right in the groin. Number 4 is that you have kids. Are you kidding me? It's easy. Get rid of your kids. The record, don't get rid of your kids. Number 2 is that you tried before and it didn't work. Well, it just means you didn't have the right program. And you probably needed to talk to someone, or you probably wanted to go down a different route. It just means you have to try again. If you have a big burger in your hand, right? Here's Gerald the fitness mascot. You're going to be a burger. I know. Don't worry about it, son. Everything will be all right. Gerald the fitness mascot is a burger and I really want to eat it. And I go, and I miss it. For starters, there's something definitely wrong with me. My depth perception is well off, but also, am I just going to throw the burger away? No, I'm not. I'm going to take the damn burger, and that's got to be the same with the gym. You cannot expect to go in there day 1 and by day 10 be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, if only we could. That drives me nuts too. When people start in the gym, they're like, well, I don't want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are you kidding me, Mother Hubbard? You know how hard it is to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Some of us go to the gym for an entire lifetime and will never look like the Austrian oak. But don't just give up on yourself because you didn't find what works for you. It's never going to be that way. In many ways, it's a little bit like a lottery. Number 2 is I don't like sweating. And you know what? If you are literally getting down to this kind of pedantic nature, I agree with you. I don't think you should go to the gym either. And number 1 is that I just don't like it. But remember, you don't have to go and run on a treadmill for an hour. You don't have to lift weights. You don't have to do a cross trainer. You can do MMA. You can do boxing. You can do mountain climbing. You can do cycling. You can do pro wrestling. You can play volleyball. You can play basketball. You can play American football. You can play normal football. You see where I'm getting here? You can just take a penguin and throw them up in the air. Right now, I'm burning more calories than if I don't do it. His top came off. You just need to find what you like. You just need to find what you enjoy. And I promise you it's out there. I promise you it's out there. And sometimes you can actually start doing the stuff you don't like, but because you start getting in good shape, all of a sudden you fall in love with it. We talked about this on a cardio video recently. I used to hate cardio, but now that I get so much out of it, I kind of like it. And if I can't do it, I beat myself up, which just goes to show that getting into the gym sends you absolutely crazy. And there you go, the 10 biggest gym excuses and how you can get around them and stop making them. Now, please do like the video, share the video, subscribe, hit the bell, ding, ding. There's another video right there. Hey, other Simon, how you doing? Click it, and you can carry on this journey. Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, merchandise is all in the description at Simon Miller 316. But most of all, thanks for joining me. I believe in you. You can kick ass on this fitness journey. And me and Gerald will see you soon.